Alright, good evening. We're gonna try a new game. We're gonna be playing Everything. Not exactly sure what it is, but we will see. I don't know where I should put the camera either. I'll just leave it here to begin. Should be interesting. I just quickly look at the pictures. I had no idea what kind of game this is, so it should be pretty interesting. Hold on. I just gotta do one thing and then we'll start. I don't know if I should use a controller. I'm just gonna use keyboard and mouse. WASD to move. X to think. Is this me? Oh my god. Wait. What? You were a polar bear. There's no thought to open, hold left shift when moving to speed up. This is fun, I think. Okay, this game is really weird. Found me finally. We've been waiting for you for such a long time. Notice my thought had the thought icon. Look out for others with this. We're here to show you what to do and help you navigate everything. Okay. So let's go talk to everything. Off to a great start. I wish I could join you. Maybe one day we'll be able to. What even is that? What is this game? Sing is how all things communicate. Sing. I've been trying to figure out why it feels so different. Not sure how much of it is me changing or the world changing. Is this just supposed to be deep and philosophical, I guess? Look closely and you will find what you're after. Don't get discouraged, everything is here to help you. Spring is my favorite time of the year. It's when my colors really come out to shine. Other stones aren't exactly fans of spring like I am. I just get a lot more work done this time of year. Hey, how far back do you think polar bears go? You might not always feel it, but you took trillions of generations of polar bears getting mixed up all the way back to forever. It's incredible you made it through and finally arrived here. The other polar bears around here are reflections of you from back then, each with their own dreams and their lives to live. As you meet with other polar bears, you will sometimes feel inseparable from them and find where you really start and end up. What? Join them by pressing V. As you wander around, you might sometimes feel a bit lost. That's normal, don't need to worry about it. Lots of things passing through here felt the same. Eventually everything finds what it's looking for. And the gameplay of this is going to end up being really shallow. Cool. We got a gang. Gotta go fast. Springtime is here at last. I couldn't believe how long it was coming. Hey, Nomori. Yeah, I don't know what this game is. As long as you keep moving in any direction you choose, that will take you to where you need to go. Yeah, I don't know what this game is. The gameplay is actually pretty shallow so far. It's literally just walking around and talking to stuff. Nice of you to stop by. I'm afraid I can't chat very long. I'm waiting for my love to return. I can't see very well now. My old stone brain isn't what it used to be, but I remember every moment, every word. She was a very distinctive polar bear wandering around here some centuries ago. Our time was brief, but I haven't been able to feel something like that ever since. Perhaps you'll tell her I'm here if you should see her. This game is so weird. It's kind of a nice switch up from most games. All my friends complain about the cold. Not me though, I'd hate to be somewhere warmer. But I suppose if I really hated it, why would I be there in the first place? There you are. Over time you might find there's no right or wrong path to take here. As you explore, you might feel that parts of you need to go their own direction, because you can't control everything at once, at least not yet. Try letting go of a few things. Release some polar bears by holding C. Nah, I like the gang. Let's go, gang. Sun is always cold, it makes me cold. And things just get colder and colder. But yeah, it's the gameplay loop of this actually so far just basically boils down to just following the arrows, which isn't exactly deep. Will I be remembered a century from now? What about 10 years? What's the point of it all? But maybe there's maybe something more happens. Motion blur? There's no motion blur. There's depth of field. It blurs the background, which is kind of annoying. Some things will help you on your journey. Other things are just thinking about themselves and the situation they're in. You can trust all of them or none. It's up to you. I'm thinking I might just start skipping this stuff and just speeding ahead. I'm on the roll, and the roll is me. This is one of the warmest springs I've ever lived through. Something is up. Hey, what do you make of all the small things around here? All the plants and little creatures, are they here for you or are you here from them? It's hard to imagine everything, blah blah blah. So you can only see from the polar bear's perspective, just as I can only see from a boxwood's perspective. But if you want to, you can always see things from a little thing's point of view. Try it. Descend, get close to something small, hold down. Select using WASD, release something small. Okay, so we can... Oh my god, we can become grass. Oh, this game is actually hilarious. Oh my god, I get it. I get this game now. Oh my Jesus. We're now ice crystals. Dude, look at this. Hi friend, it looks like you've seen things from a little thing's point of view. Now you might be wondering what it's like to see things from the other way around, to see things from a bigger thing's point of view. Out of all the points of view, which do you find is the right one? Get close to something big. Select using press M key to open it. Whoa, okay. Today is the day, I know it. I'll finally get to go to school. I love this game. Snowball for a snowball makes the whole world snowballs. Alright, let's become a penguin. Oh wait, I became flowers. This game is a trip. I've seen days like this before, but nobody will believe me. Things don't live to see very much down here, or they live to see everything. It depends who's looking. Oh, can I become a snowball? Oh. Oh my god, we could become bigger. And bigger. Where are my other wild wheats? Hello? Overall, though, this game's still pretty shallow. I wonder if there's a limit to how big you can get. Is this all I will ever be? I thought I'd be a little taller and have at least a novel or two out by now. Life sucks.
I find it a little difficult to say what the subject matter of this seminar is going to be, because it's too fundamental to give it a title. I'm going to talk about what there is. Now, the first thing, though, that we have to do is to get our perspectives with some background about the basic ideas which influence our everyday common sense, our fundamental notions about what life is about. Ideas of the world which are built into the very nature of the language we use, and of our ideas of logic and of what makes sense altogether. And these basic ideas I call myth, not using the word myth to mean simply something untrue, but to use the word myth in a more powerful sense. A myth is an image in terms of which we try to make sense of the world.
I knew this was a philosophical type game. Really hope we can make it through this sun today. It's been a rough week for this pinecone. Hope you're doing better. None of this stuff really seems that meaningful, to be honest. All Russian Amaticas were created equal, except for one I don't really openly talk about, but I have a strong feeling I'm the only one who's actually alive here, who's really awake and not some mindless drone. I have to be, I know it. This game is so weird. I don't know what to think, I suppose. I know that I don't know what to think. That's all I know that I don't know. Here for you, Ethan. Let me know if you need anything. I'm willing to listen to anything. Soon it'll be forgotten. It's important to be honest in these hard times. I just want to become a penguin again. It's moving so fast. I'm never gonna catch up to the penguin. I'm actually curious, am I ever going to be able to catch up to the penguin? Is it like a mechanic where it's just like constantly in the background and I'm not actually moving forward? No, I'm moving forward, right? It's so hard to tell. I think I'm getting closer to the penguin. What is autoplay? What is autoplay? And how do I do it? Influence, dance, open mind. Confirm, flock mode, transform. Huh. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Let's try becoming one of these. Does this make it faster to get to the penguin? Dude, I actually swear I'm not getting any closer to the penguin. It's just an illusion. How do I become something bigger? I don't know if I'll make it past the spring. Food's been running out. When does spring ever end? Yeah, so I feel like time is like frozen or something, and no matter how much I move forward, I'm not actually getting closer to the penguin. What am I trying to do in this game? What if I just press random buttons? Oh god. He said who? Yeah, I am wild wheat. Can I just like transfer between things? No. How do I exit this? I'm currently playing a game where I'm playing as wheat. And I'm trying to go to this penguin so that I can become a penguin, but it's taking so long. I think I'm just gonna give up soon.
You, as a human being, you grow out of this physical universe in just exactly the same way that an apple grows off an apple tree. So let's say the tree which grows apples is a tree which apples, using apple as a verb. And a world in which human beings arrive is a world that peoples. And so the existence of people is symptomatic of the kind of universe we live in. Just as hair on a head is symptomatic of what's going on in the organism. But we have been brought up not to feel that we belong in the world. So our popular speech reflects it. We say, I came into this world. You didn't. You came out of it. We say, face facts. We talk about encounters with reality. As if it was a head-on meeting of completely alien agencies, and the average person has the sensation that he is a somewhat that exists inside a bag of skin, the center of consciousness, which looks out at this thing, and what the hell's it going to do to me? I recognize you. You kind of look like me, and I've seen myself in a mirror, and you look like you might be people. So maybe you're intelligent, maybe you can love too. And perhaps you're all right. Some of you are, anyway. You've got the right color of skin, or you have the right religion, or whatever it is, you're okay. But there are all those people over in Asia, Africa, and they may not really be people. When you want to destroy someone, you always define them as unpeople.
Can I become a tree? I can. I am now a tree. Oh, so this is cool. I get this. Time is moving faster from the perspective of a tree now. This game actually is like, it has some really interesting concepts. Life mostly involves going out and entangling yourself with others, but I want to show a way of getting mixed up, a very beautiful thing you can do, and that's dancing. Move in a particular pattern and not towards anywhere, just make yourself the destination. Press B. Alright, maybe I can't dance. Reminds me of an old PS2 game. Rock doesn't move? Yeah, I don't know. Is a tree the biggest thing? I'm trying to become the largest perspective. Check it out. Also the game, there's a character you could turn into objects. That is very nice text. It's very sharp. Oh, join with 2 or more things. How do I join again? Oh my god, we're a group of trees now. Oh, it's doing autoplay, I think. Whatever that means. Whoa. You are ice continent. Opened landform. This game's crazy. Okay, we can now move around as a land, as a continent. Wow! Now we can fly around as birds. We can become clouds, right? Yeah. We are now clouds. We're now an island. Is there a way I can, like, inspect? Yes, here we go. So now we can go on the island. Oh my god, this game. What? This game doesn't really have a point. You're kind of just like exploring around and messing around, and I love it.
We have this hostility to the external world because of the superstition, the myth, the absolutely unfounded theory that you yourself exist only inside your skin. Now, I want to propose another idea altogether. Billions of years ago, you were a Big Bang. Now you're a complicated human being. But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But you are. Depends how you define yourself. You are actually, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. See, when I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too. But we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it.
I still don't know what I'm doing in this game, but it's cool. to our green planet. You are Ring Sand Planet. You are Sun. Oh my god. So this game, I guess, is like literally when they say everything. I guess this is kind of like super educational in a way. You are planetary system. There's nothing larger than you nearby. Cool. Verse of Red in the corner. Actually, it says in the story of Noah, God brought people out of the earth like plants. That's the story of the dwarves for World of Warcraft.
What I would call a kind of a basic problem we've got to go through first is to understand that there are no such things as things. That is to say, separate things. That is only a way...
Oh, nice. Four-dimensional space.
If you can understand this, you're going to have no further problems. I once asked a group of high school children, what do you mean by a thing? And first of all, they gave me all sorts of symbols. They said it's an object.
You are Planck.
Which is simply another
Planck
word
length.
for a thing. It doesn't tell you anything about what you mean by a thing. Finally, a very smart girl who was in the group said a thing is a noun. And she was quite right. A noun isn't a part of nature, it's a part of speech. There are no nouns in the physical world. There are no separate things in the physical world either. See, the physical world is wiggling. The clouds, mountains, trees, people are all wiggling. And only when human beings get working at things, they build buildings in straight lines and try and make out that the world isn't really wiggling. But here are we sitting in this room all built on straight lines, but each one of us is as wiggly as all get out.
Planck length. Huh? You are feedback sphere. Nope, didn't mean to do that. No, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Alright, what do I do here? You are convex stellated polyhedron. You are nitrogen. What is this game? Is this an indie game? Yeah. Glory spinning, move me, I move you. You are a dirt particle. Oh my god, okay. So it goes in a loop. This is such an interesting game concept. Yeah, this was actually a free game on Epic Game Store a long time ago, I think. Like almost a year ago now.
Now then, when you want to get control of something that wiggles, it's pretty difficult, isn't it? You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish? You use a net. And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world.
Oh, there's people now.
A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across. And if I can number these holes, I can count exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net. But in order to do that, I've got to break up the wiggle into bits. And I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these bits are things which I mark out in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you! The world is waving at me with you. And saying, hi, I'm here. But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things, our consciousness has been influenced so that each one of us does not feel that. We feel we have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins. That we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared stiff. Because my wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die. And that would be awful.
Death is another part of life, yeah. It's also like a bunch of your cells and bacteria and stuff keep on living after you die. Does my happiness matter if there's no other woolly mammoths to know about it? Trying and not some mindless drone. I'm just a rock. I have an amazing imagination for everything except my own inevitable non-existence. This makes me want to play Talos Principle again. I thought that was like such a good philosophical game. I only know words for 3 colors, but my favorites are green, snow, and dirt. There's some other rocks around here, but none of them will be my friend. Alright. Experiment time. What if I become the whole forest? You can also become multiple objects at once, if you can see. So, like, right now I'm testing to see how many trees can I join together. Okay, so they have to be the same kind of tree. I feel like this is doing something, I'm not sure what. Oh, I think it's full. It doesn't look like any more trees are joining. Oh, the fire's lit here. Are there humans here yet? Oh, can we set everything on fire? Oh, come on. You're gonna let me play as a fire pit and I can't set the forest on fire? I go up to being a planet again. That was cool. I can't remember how I did that. Oh, yeah, you have to join with other things. So technically impressive. It's so unlike most indie games as well.
You are a fluke. You are a separate event. And you run from the maternity ward to the crematorium, and that's it, baby. Now, why does anybody think that way? There's no reason to, because it isn't even scientific. It's just a myth. And it's invented by people who wanted to feel a certain way. They want to play a certain game. Camus said there is only really one serious philosophical question, which is whether or not to commit suicide. Should you or not commit suicide? This is a good question. Why go on? And you only go on if the game is worth the candle. Now, the universe has been going on for an incredible long time. And so, really, a satisfactory theory of the universe has to be one that's worth betting on. That's it seems to me, absolutely elementary common sense. If you make a theory of the universe which isn't worth betting on, why bother? Just commit suicide. But if you want to go on playing the game, you've got to have an optimal theory for playing the game.
Who can move as a house? I'm fairly certain these are volumetric clouds as well. It's really nice. They've got an aurora. I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything here. I wonder if there's anything else here. Wait, can I go on the surface of the sun? No, there's no surface of the sun. Okay. What if I go down another galaxy? Oh, this doesn't look like a galaxy. What is this? Is this like a wormhole or something? Oh, supernova. Okay, I can't go into it or anything. This game's a really nice, just like chill exploring game. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure the developer of this made a whole procedural galaxy and planet simulator system for this, which is just amazing.
If there is any such thing at all as intelligence and love and beauty, well, you found it in other people. In other words, it exists in us as human beings. And as I said, if it is there in us, it is symptomatic of the scheme of things. We are as symptomatic of the scheme of things as the apples are symptomatic of the apple tree or the rose of the rose bush. The earth is not a big rock infested with living organisms, any more than your skeleton is bones infested with cells. The earth is geological, yes, but this geological entity grows people. And our existence on the earth is a symptom of the solar system and its balances, as much as the solar system in turn is a symptom of our galaxy. And our galaxy in its turn is a symptom of the whole company of galaxies. Goodness only knows what that's in.
So there's no people. We can't see people for whatever reason. There's a bunch of human settlements here and stuff, but there's no people. Very interesting, though. What a game. I don't even know if I would call this a game, more as like a simulator exploration. Like a simulation. It's just like fun to explore. Been thinking about other homes after all afternoon. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing than a home. Some things that no one will ever know, that no one ever knew, and I know exactly what they are, but I'm not telling. So chill. Like this, just like walking around as a tree in itself is just kind of fun. Like it's just amusing, which is just this is what I feel like more games need to be like this. Like obviously this isn't amazing. It's not a perfect thing. It's not insanely fun. But like just this whole thing of just making something that's just fun and just an amusing environment is just like, I don't know, I feel like a bunch of AAA games have just like completely lost this sort of quality. if there's anything in the ocean. Oh. Hold on, wait, maybe I can explore the ocean. It's a unique idea as well, yeah.
When, as a scientist, you describe the behavior of a living organism, you try to say what a person does. It's the only way in which you can describe what a person is. Describe what they do. Then you find out that in making this description, you cannot confine yourself to what happens inside the skin. In other words, you can't talk about a person walking unless you start describing the floor. Because when I walk, I don't just dangle my legs in empty space. I move in relationship to a room. And so in order to describe what I'm doing when I'm walking, I have to describe the room. I have to describe the territory. So in describing my talking at the moment, I can't describe this just as a thing in itself, because I'm talking to you. And so what I'm doing at the moment is not completely described unless your being here is described also. So if that is necessary, if in other words, in order to describe my behavior, I have to describe your behavior and the behavior of the environment, it means that we've really got one system of behavior. That what I am involves what you are.
So is this, I guess all of these talks are public domain, the fact that they can put this in a game?
You don't know who you are unless you know who I am. In other words, we're not separate.
This would actually be great to look at a list of what, like, academic talks like this are all public domain.
And all of us and each other are interdependent systems. We know who we are in terms of other people. We all lock together. And this is, again and again, the serious scientific description of how things happen. And any good scientist knows that what you call the external world is as much you as your own body.
Ooh, nice. Can I become a whale? There we go. You are blue whale. Let's dance. What does dancing even do? So we can just spawn more whales? This is what whales sound like. Maybe that's what whales sound like to other whales. What do I know? Alright. Well, I think I've I think I've experienced most of what this game has to offer. Honestly, I'm not sure because the game is really weird. It's just kind of like an explore it yourself. But wow, that honestly, I said at the beginning I didn't know what to expect because I looked at some images and I still couldn't tell from those images what that game even was. But it really is the title of everything is an interesting title. Because at first I'm like, there's no way this is everything. Like, that's stupid. The title everything is stupid. There's no way this game is everything. It's going to be like some animals or something. And then you literally become planets. And then you become galaxies. And then you become Planck length. And I'm really glad that the developer went that far. Because I really feel like it didn't let me down with the meaning of everything. They went pretty far, like way farther than most developers. And yeah, like I said, just the whole tone of the game just being super chill and just kind of like a simulation that you just explore yourself at your own pace. It's really nice. And yeah, the graphics were pretty good. Like the graphics had like its own style. You could tell what everything is. I mean, it ran great, which is kind of like obvious because it's didn't have like super high definition graphics, but it was still really smooth. Yeah, definitely a game I would almost like just put on in the background and just kind of like chill in, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm glad I decided to just kind of play that game for an hour tonight. And yeah, I'm not that upset that it was kind of short. I wish it gave you a bit more insight though as to like progress, like if you're supposed to uncover something. If I was like how close I was to uncovering, yeah. That's what explore at your own pace is, though. This is what it reminded me of.
All through the holes in the...
Zooks! You can transform yourself! Why, once you change shape, a guard is sure to come inside and investigate!
Apparently
I don't know. I don't see it that similar.
don't worry about me.
The animals look actually very similar. The goofy looking eye of the animals in that game definitely looked like the same goofy looking animal eyes. I think it's that easy to do cartoonish eye of just like a big circular eye that looks derpy. All right. I'll yeah, still not gonna make any promises about shader programming, but I really should do that soon. I also decided I'm gonna implement importance sampling in my path tracer, so next time I do that I'll have something to work on. Yeah, I should. I have not been motivated though. Hopefully it'll come back in a wave. I don't normally go through waves where I just like do not care about doing stuff, but then then all of a sudden I'd work on stuff for like weeks straight. So we'll see. All right. Have a good evening. Or good day. I mean, I don't know if you're still staying up all night and sleeping during the day, but I'll see you around. Staying up all night, classic. Well, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Hope you have a good one.